Welcome everybody back to more Marvel Spider-Man 2. This time we're breaking down a blog post that got dropped by PlayStation. If you're as excited as me, and I'm very excited, then drop, drop a link down below and let's get into this. So, as I just said, PlayStation blog dropped a well, blog post about the game and it talks about a few interesting details. It's a banner day for Spidey fans. We're delighted to finally show you the first ever gameplay of Marvel Spider-Man 2, the next installment in our original Marvel Spider-Man franchise, which will launch in fall 2023. It's confirmed again that it'll be out fall of 2023. There's a lot to unpack about today's gameplay reveal, which I'm a bit late, but let's still dive in. But before we get into this video, if you want some damn good Shaker Cups, energy drink, or something to help you wind down, then Poggers Energy is the drink for you. They have amazing drinks, Shaker Cups, and stickers to customize your Shaker Cups. If you need energy to keep going for your day, something to help you wind down, then use my code BEARBELL10 for 10% off your order. Thank you, Poggers Energy, for sponsoring this video. So let's highlight some of the big stuff. The great hunt begins. As many sharp-eared Spidey fans noticed in our announcement trailer in 2021, Kraven the Hunter, this version, makes his debut appearance in Marvel's Spider-Man 2. He's in search of an equal. That spells bad news for the inhabitants of Marvel's New York, including a rogues gallery of villains and the Spider-Man, Peter Parker and Miles Morales. Between the start of Kraven's Great Hunt and an all-new symbiote threat to Earth 1048, our heroes have their work cut out for them. As we saw in this trailer, Kraven is hunting a dude, this guy, and he's just not impressed. He's not impressed by the guy, calls him pathetic, and then offs him. He wants a challenge, someone that'll make his blood pump, someone that'll make him work for the victory. Who better than two Spider-Men? Setting the stage for our gameplay reveal, Kraven's Hunters, a new enemy faction, are in pursuit of Dr. Kirk Connors, aka the Lizard. So the Lizard confirmed, as we saw, and Peter needs to stop him. We kick things off at Connors' home across the East River in Queens. One of the all-new playable and explorable boroughs we're introducing in Marvel Spider-Man 2. So, this is the part that just made me so hyped. So the house we saw at the beginning of the gameplay reveal trailer, I thought it was Peter's home. I thought it was Peter's home. We saw Queens. We saw the school that Peter went to. I thought it was Peter's home, but nope, it's the home of one Dr. Kirk Connors, aka the Lizard. And Queens and the East River are fully explorable. We can free roam in Queens. Finally. It's not just Manhattan and everything on that island. Let's get symbiotic. We don't waste any time. Bursting through the basement doors, it's Peter Parker, our original Spider Man in this story, who needs no introduction. But what he's wearing perhaps deserves one. He's donning the highly coveted, iconic, and beloved black suit. He's more than ready for a fight. Oh, when I saw this, I instantly lost my shit, as you saw in my reaction video. Beyond serving looks, our symbiote bound hero has some new tricks up his sleeve. We're no stranger to Spider Man knocking heads, but never like this. He's much more aggressive, and punches certainly aren't being pulled. Symbiote tendrils aggrandize Spider Man's silhouette, slamming foes against hard surfaces, dealing no mercy to Craven's hunters. I, what I love about the gameplay with the symbiote suit that we saw, it looks like Web of Shadows. That game nailed the black suit. Like if you're gonna give Peter the black suit, give him the black suit. Make him pop the hell off. My advice: get cozy with the L1 button because you're gonna love it. So in Miles Morales, the L1 button was how he would do his Venom strikes. And we'll get to those in a second. The super popular suit can strike fear in almost anyone who comes face to face with it. But Craven isn't just anyone, and his highly trained hunters aren't afraid of a brawl. Fret not, new combat abilities can neutralize our new headstrong opponents with a little finesse. Strike back with aggressive parries to gain the upper hand, or cast a web to shunt enemies between a hard place and a harder place. You can also activate a classic dodge to get out of danger, but don't get too comfortable. Some attacks can't simply be dodged and will require a parry to properly evade them. There's a lot to break down with this whole paragraph. So we have a parry, and I like that because it differs away from the first two games. You can't just simply dodge and then strike back with a counter. You have to actually like parry it, time your blocks, and it shows that Peter is kind of well, not Peter. The game is diversifying the combat. Our animators put the work in to deliver a much more impulsive Peter Parker, fitting for the symbiote bonded to his person without sacrificing his combative finesse. New takedowns humble even the most rugged enemies, and new combat animations push Spider Man's limits. I mean, did you see what Spider Man did to this guy? And yes, we did. Oh, yes, we did. Peter absolutely popped off. I mean, the wall kick, he was on some Liu Kang Mortal Kombat. And don't even get me started on the quad takedown. Sheesh. In Marvel Spider-Man 2, we're putting respect on the black suit and giving it the story it deserves. Yes, put some respect on its name. This is by far my favorite arc in any Spider-Man story. When Peter gets the black suit. whether it's a comic, game, movie. Spider-Man 3, it has its issues, but I like the way they did that story arc. In this installment, we're really delving into Peter's personal relationship with the symbiote and how it affects those closest to him. We saw a glimpse of how it affects people around him because he was starting to be more short with Miles, hanging up on him, telling him not to go after Lizard because, in his own words, that's him. That's all Peter. That's his prey. And when Miles says, like, you sure his teeth are pretty big?" Peter just turns to him and says, like, he has pretty big teeth. Peter just turns to him and says, "So do I." I have a theory about that, but I'm going to save it until the end. More miles per hour. Speaking of which, this sequel features not one, but two playable spider heroes as Miles Morales returns in Marvel Spider-Man 2 and is a key player in our story. In this demo, Miles is in Harlem, hot on Lizard's tail. Speed is of the utmost fuck. Speed is of the essence in more ways than one. First, get a glimpse at the near instant switching between both our playable Spider-Man. And if that wasn't enough, traversal gets a significant boost in Spider-Man 2. Cue the web wings, which can be deployed by either Spider-Man to move about the city swiftly and urgently. Use wind tunnels between skylines to move with haste and behold the capabilities of the PS5 console's SSD. I have been begging for web lines since the first web wings for like since the first game. I love the suits that have the underarm webs and web wings. Yes, I can't wait to glide around New York, especially off of like the highest point. Oh, it's gonna be so fun. Um, as you soar above the concrete jungle, zipping past all manner of cards, almost like cards, buildings, and people, and pigeons. If you thought traversal in our first two games was exhilarating, just wait until you experience it firsthand in Marvel Spider Man 2. I am looking forward to using the web wings and seeing just how fast we can push the traversal system, bringing down the warehouse. After a brief flight across town, Miles has tracked Connors inside the Harlem fish market. By the looks of it, Craven's hunters are making a move on him, so it's time to clear them out. Here we get a look at Miles and his new blue venom powers, which in the trailer, instead of it having to be on contact, whether it be a thrust towards them, a punch, ground pound, or the mega venom blast, this one shoots outwards out of his palm. This guy is not having a good day. In Marvel Spider-Man fashion, players can approach encounters with stealth or fists of fury, or both. Regardless of your approach, there are new gadgets and abilities that complement different playstyles. One of the new gadgets we're excited about is the web line, a new way to sneak around the environment to get the drop on enemies. Cast a line over a couple of hunters and watch as Spider-Man performs a dual takedown, a Marvel Spider-Man first. I love the dual takedowns in like the Batman Arkham games. So I cannot wait to try them out in Spider Man. Like his mentor before him, Miles Morales has some new abilities and gadgets at his disposal. On the gadget front, we showed off the Web Grabber, a new gadget that pulls enemies together at an isolated spot. This allows Miles to chain one of his new abilities, the Thunder Burst, unleashing an electrifying ground pound against a group of foes. You also saw a glimpse of the Chain Lightning ability, which has a shocking radius of effect on any nearby enemies. And man, Miles looks like a badass with the blue venom. Can't wait to see the pictures that people are going to take on photo mode with the blue lightning and the Spider Verse suits. Because in that movie, Miles's venom power is blue. Between Peter's new symbiote abilities and Miles' newfound blue bioelectric powers, each Spider Man has their own unique set of skills that can be upgraded via all new individual skill trees. Our heroes shared technology and train together too. So we also included a shared skill tree that offers parallel upgrades for both. So each Spider Man will have his own skill tree, but there's also going to be some skills that Peter and Miles share together. So if you want to upgrade just one or the other, you can do that. If you want to upgrade both at the same time, go right ahead. The lizards in the details. As Miles tracks down lizard through the fish market, our environments are sure to activate your spidey senses. Our world is richer, denser, and packed with details from particles to improved textures. Lighting also gets an upgrade, casting more dramatic shadows and reflections along walls and pipes. Meanwhile, spatial 3D audio creates unique soundscapes all around you. Furthermore, we're upping the immersion in Marvel Spider-Man 2 with our signature use of the DualSense wireless controller, including a range of haptics and spectacular use of the adaptive triggers. Whether you're sneaking through interiors or exploring our city streets, Marvel's New York is brought to life in ways only possible on PS5 console. From what we saw of Marvel's New York in this game, it looks beautiful. You can actually see people in the windows of buildings. And we get another great screenshot of Miles and Peter. Peter, of course, donning the black suit. Be greater together. This game's tagline. Working together, the Spider-Man must pursue Lizard and fight the hunters who seek his capture. Unfortunately for them, Kraven is well equipped. Boats, aerial transports, and weapons are all eyes on Lizard. The Great Hunt continues along the East River, one of the new areas you can traverse in Marvel Spider-Man 2. The action is tight. Miles dismantles vehicles in his wake while Peter Parker leads the chase from afar. You'll seamlessly switch between both Spider-Man across a variety of story moments in Marvel Spider-Man 2. We want players to bask in iconic team-ups elevated by our signature set-piece moments and experience a story from the perspective of each Spider-Man. Just from the teamwork we saw in the gameplay demo, I am so unbelievably excited to see what other set pieces we have. because someone who dev who works at the game, works at the studio, said in a tweet that they they haven't even shown e- even the tip of the iceberg that is this game. Give me what I desire. There's no combination of words that can wholly convey how excited we are to finally show you that staying in. Marvel Spider-Man 2 after all this time. We're excited to give you this first ever glimpse at what we've been working on all these years, and we hope you're as thrilled as we are. We know you have been patiently awaiting more information about the game, including when you will be able to play it at home. While we can't confirm a date today, we are on track for fall 2023 and hope to be able to share a final release date soon. Stay tuned for future updates on Marvel Spider-Man 2, including edition information and pre-orders. And that is the end of the PlayStation blog. Bit lengthy, but it shared some amazing details. Thank you guys so much for watching. Are you excited? What are you excited for this game? Because oh my god, I can't hold my excitement. So thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you next time. Bye.